quarterbacks in college football history. It's tough.
So
I know it's tough. It's a tough one.
are
But
we going
I gotta ask.
are we going off of as a full body of work or like because some of these guys they have like a season or two where they really like put everything together? Or are we just talking about just everything, I guess?
For everything. Because,
Okay.
there's people like Cam Newton, 1 year, but he's still top dog. Then you got people like Tebow, who got 3, 4 years, still top dog. You know what I'm saying? Even if you call it 1 year, it don't even matter. You're still a top dog because you got it. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's tough. It's a tough question, but it's the most important question.
Because you're trying to be considerate and try to get all like arrows. But I feel like over time, like the quarterback position has gotten a lot better, especially like in the last 20 years or so. So I don't
Yeah.
want to discount guys from the 70s, 80s, 90s, but at the same time, it's kind of like, man, like there's a lot of guys you don't want to discount out of that.
I mean, but yeah, we look at the like 60s, 70s and stuff like that. Like that's
The game was a
cool.
lot different
But
too.
yeah, they weren't the quarterback wasn't the thing that drove the team. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? All you had to do was
Sure.
make sure you didn't lose the game for us. That's it.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So many running backs came out of the 70s, man. Like, because why? Their quarterback just handed them the ball and didn't mess it up. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? So, like I said, I just think, yeah, having some 70 guys on your list is considerate, but you have to understand that those guys weren't as important to their team
The game
as
was a lot
maybe,
different too.
yeah, they weren't as that important that people thought. You know what I'm saying? Unless you ran
Hmm.
like a triple option or something. And if
Yeah.
you ran a triple option, your quarterback's important because if he can't pitch, you ain't winning.
Hmm. And
Yeah.
that's tough. So I feel like,
Then you gotta be in order, like one, just like your
yeah,
top
just
five
yeah.
quarterbacks.
Oh, that's almost impossible to do right there.
Yeah.
Uh, I think you got to put Tebow on top five. Just consistency, knows how to win, knows how to get his team together, knows how to rally the troops. You got to put Joe Burrow top five. I don't think
Yeah.
anybody's had that quick of a turnaround ever.
Mm-mm. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I don't even like him, but he was bad. He was bad. I can't
Joe
even
Shiesty.
lie. Can't even lie to you.
I feel like if he would have had more time, I would have said Johnny Football because of the stuff that guy could do. It just you played
Yeah.
in a really loaded conference and a really hard time. Everybody was really good
And
at
took
that
it by
time.
storm, man.
You're
He was
knocking off Georgia, LSU, Alabama, guys like that, and just making it look flawless.
yeah, he clown. I ain't even gonna lie to you. He clown. I hated that
Oh,
little dude, man. I hated him. I'm like,
yeah,
man, he just
every time you feel
already
like you have it wrapped up, nope, he's getting out and he's slinging it
yeah,
40,
like,
50 yards.
dude, you beat us in Tuscaloosa, dog. I was like,
Hey,
yeah, that's his Heisman.
it's like
He
you
got
got
it
that.
already. He got it already. Yeah.
I'm thinking because like a lot of people will say Ohio State, but like I feel like Ohio State's quarterbacks are pretty overrated in my opinion.
Yeah, I say this, everybody but Dwayne Haskins, rest in peace. Dwayne Haskins was like my favorite dude. That's a dude. He balled out, man. He had 50 touchdowns, man. Man, he was my favorite dude. I thought he was gonna be the shit. The I thought he was gonna be good in NFL. For real.
Just didn't transition, that's all. And he probably didn't get put in a good situation going to Washington either.
Yeah, agreed. Agreed.
Man, that's really hard, dude. That's a really hard question.
I know, man. I know. I know.
Honestly, if I'm just gonna throw a name out there, I'll throw Matt Leinart out there
Okay,
because at
nah.
the time with that high pitched offense with Bush,
He got
I
two.
mean,
He got two natties too, and a Heisman.
mhm,
So
two
I'm
natties
not
and
even mad
eyes.
at that. So definitely not
Mm,
mad at that.
I can't think of a fifth one, man. That's a real tight race.
Man. You can
What you
throw
think?
anybody in there. Anybody. Man.
Mm,
Just don't throw no Bama quarterbacks in there.
no, that wasn't intended at all.
Don't throw no Bama quarterbacks in there, man. Because
Mhm.
before we got all these dudes that know how to throw, AJ McCarron's not on the list.
No, he was a good system quarterback.
Yeah, no girl, Greg McElroy in there, none of that.
I'll go Vince Young. Let's throw Vince
I'll
Young in
admit,
there.
I'll admit that he ain't no top five quarterback. He
We'll put
just
Vince
fit.
Young in 5.
Wow, that's exactly what I was hoping you would go with. I was hoping you'd go with him. All right, nah, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. I like that. All right, so my top five is I'm gonna go 5. I'm gonna go Joe Burrow. I'm gonna go Joe Burrow 5. I can't even lie. Like he clown, man. I don't even know how many touchdowns he had, but seemed like he was just throwing them
Yeah.
just because, you know, just because.
It's like I can do it. Let's just do it.
Yeah, I'll be
It
like
helps when you get 2 first-round pick receivers too. I mean,
in a first round running back and a third round tight end.
and you
You
got
know
a
what I'm
really good
saying?
offensive line.
Terrence Terrence Marshall went third round and he didn't even finish the season the next year. So
Mhm.
that lets you know how good that team was, man. So and we ain't starting on defense. Defense was clowning. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't even gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? Being a Ravens fan, I love me some Patrick Queen. But we're talking quarterbacks. We're talking quarterbacks. So all right, Joe Burrow's 5 for me. 4, I'll go I'll go Danny Warford.
Yeah, that's a good one. I didn't think about that one.
Danny Warford 4. I like what he did in his Heisman year. Shoot, all his years for real. He was absolutely clowning, man, clowning. I mean, that offense was quick, fast. I mean, shoot, how many games in his Heisman year did he actually play in the fourth quarter? Like those games was over with.
Got it
He was
done
up
quick.
40 a bunch of games. Like they was clowning the SEC. Couldn't nobody stop him. Nobody. Tennessee
Mhm.
with Peyton Manning, nope. You know what I'm
Nah.
saying? Like not even there. You know what I'm saying? So let me see. So yeah, I like Danny Warfel in 4. 3, I like Vince Young, man. Vince Young clown. I do. Like Vince Young, he really clown, man. I mean, you can't say nothing about Vince Young. That ain't been said already, man. I mean, you lead your team. You know, I think they went to the Rose Bowl the year before, and then the Rose Bowl was the championship game again. You know, the
Mhm.
next year. So you got that under your belt. Then you single-handedly beat the greatest team to ever play. USC that year. Everybody was like they gonna win. They better than teams in the 50s. They better than teams in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? Some of the best teams ever.
Mhm.
92 Bama. They talking about they better than them. And I'm like, I don't know about that one. That team was loaded. Like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Then they talk about they better than the Seminoles. In the 90s, they are
Mhm.
better than 2001 Hurricanes, which is my favorite team ever. Like, regardless of what you're talking about, star power, defense, whatever you want to call it, that's my favorite team. So, for Vince Young to beat that team, they'll put him on the list of
Legend.
greats. Yeah, legend, man. Like yeah. So he's 3 for sure. Number 2, I gotta go Tebow. Oh, Tebow. Tebow, man, Tebow was that dude, man. Like I can't stress nothing about Tim Tebow. Tim Tebow did it all, man. He was a Heisman winner.
As a was a sophomore, I think.
Yeah, the first sophomore, man, the first guy 2020 club, 20 touchdown passing, 20 rushing. Like dude is off the chain.
Master the jump pass.
Man, look, I mean, but like it's like having a third running back in your backfield. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like you could run option, you could pass off of that, you could do it all, man. Like I like me some Tebow, man. Then, like you say, he's a leader. He's he's everything you wanted. You know what I'm saying? Everything you wanted in a quarterback, man. Like leader, great athlete. You know what I'm saying? And people don't understand how important he was to Bama being so good right now. People don't
Mm.
understand that. They don't understand how important his recruitment was to Florida. Because if he goes to Bama, Nick Saban doesn't go there because the year his year that he would have been there, they would have won a bunch of games just because he's there. The coach wouldn't have got fired because he had a nice quarterback coming.
Mhm.
And then, him not coming to Bama allowed Greg McElroy to come there, which kind of just gave us the simple quarterback we needed. The guy that wasn't gonna mess up the game. You know what I'm saying?
True. Just a guy who
And
can keep everything even keel.
exactly. So it allowed everything to kind of flow. You know what I'm saying? After that. So like I said, then number one, it's tough, man. It's a tough one. I back myself into a corner. I'm tough.
A
I'm tough.
little bit.
A little bit. I'm definitely. But number one, the number one quarterback for me, if I had to pick one, um, I'm thinking so many, bruh. So many good quarterbacks,
Tough, bro.
man. I'm telling you, man. I'll go with. I'm gonna say RG3. I don't like him.
Oh, that's another good one.
Yeah, but not number one. He ain't doing enough.
Nah, I don't think he's 5. He might be top 10, 15
Yeah,
there.
definitely top 10. Uh, number one. I want somebody. I want somebody that's won a lot and got a lot of yards too.
Mhm.
Yes. Well, I'm prepared for one.
Oops. He
I
shouldn't have
want
gave
to
numbers.
number one. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, who's his name, bro? Dude from Nebraska. Armstrong.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna go
I
with
know
him. Tommy Armstrong from
yeah.
Nebraska. That's gonna be my number one quarterback if I had to pick one, because my man's did it all, man. He was an orchestrator of a triple option, man, and he could do it all. He could do everything. He could pass. He could run. He was fast, man. Like the show he put on in that championship game against Florida was wild, man. He got one of the craziest runs I think I've ever seen. Like he was like 8 guys grabbing him, and he still broke free. So definitely, definitely Tommy Armstrong. I like him a lot. Now
Can't go wrong with that.
honorable mention. I say Cam Newton was definitely gonna be on the list. Um, I would have put one of those Houston quarterbacks on there. Andre Ware. Put him
Mhm.
on there. RG3. Baker Mayfield too. I would have put him up there.
Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. We'll put him on there. Andrew Luck was good. He was good.
Yeah,
He had
just didn't get a whole lot accomplished besides, I think, maybe winning the conference, I think. Maybe a
yeah,
Rose
you know what I'm
Bowl.
saying? Yeah. But pure passing, he was good.
Oh, dude.
Dan Marino was cold at Pitt. He was cold at Pitt.
Mhm.
Shoot. Roger Starback, even though that's like old school Navy, he was
That's
clowning.
old, though.
He was clowning at Navy. Uh, Let me see. You got Joe Theismann at Notre Dame.
Every time I think of him, I think of that injury.
Yeah. Right. But before that, he was a bad dude. He was a
Mm.
bad dude. Then, I mean, he threw Michael Vick in there too. Michael Vick was definitely revolutionary at Virginia Tech. Took them to the national championship game against Florida State. So yeah, a lot of dudes, man. A lot of dudes, man. I mean, you throw in Jalen Hurts in there, two different schools. You know what I'm saying? Take them to the playoffs. Then you got Trevor Lawrence. You obviously throw him in there.
Yeah, I'm not as high on Trevor as some people. I'm starting to come around to him a bit more now. But I think when they
Hey,
lost that title game, I think that kind of humbled him a lot, and he had to realize like, hey, dude, like I'm not always gonna be number one, you know.
well, look, I enjoyed I enjoyed him. You know, I didn't like him because he destroyed us in San Francisco that year. But I was like, man, this dude is nice, man. Dude is nice. He's tall. Like I was like, bruh, like how we gonna sack this dude? He too tall. And he runs fast too. He make any throw. Like he was just really, really good, you know.
Mhm.
But I say he only lost like 3, 4 games his whole career.
In college, yeah, I think.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 games. So, you know what I'm saying? It's up there with Danny Warfel, man. Danny Warfel didn't lose that many. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what's his name? AJ McCarron didn't lose that much. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't, that guy. You know what I'm saying?